From a day-to-day basis, we carefully choose what we will wear to look presentable, to look good. We collect and curate every piece of clothing we own. Often, we spend thousands on clothing just for them to pile up in our closet, where some will only be worn once, or even never get a chance to be used. Most of the clothing we see in stores nowadays are mass-produced, in order for companies in the fashion industry to gain more profit without giving too much effort. This is commonly known as fast fashion. However, the majority of us are not aware of the danger this brings to our environment. We may not see it at first, because from our point of view, its convenience overshadows the consequence. According to Reshmila Maiti from Earth.org, the term fast fashion was first used at the beginning of the 1990s, when the clothing brand Zara came to New York. Fast fashion was coined by the New York Times to describe Zara's mission of allowing garments to go from the design stage to being sold in just 15 days. Aside from Zara, some of the biggest players in the fashion world include Shein from China, Uniqlo from Japan, and H&M from Sweden, brands which most of us regularly shop from.
No matter how well made the textile is, without the right color, it loses its appeal. This is why synthetic dyes have become a massive part of the textile industry today. But behind these vibrant colors lies a darker reality. The production and processing of fabrics rely on a wide range of toxic chemicals, such as sulfur and bat-dyes acids, and even heavy metals like lead, mercury, and cadmium. Together, these chemicals make textile effluents highly hazardous, posing serious risks to both the environment and human health. More than half of all textiles today are made from synthetic fibers, with polyester, nylon, acrylic, and polyolefin accounting for about 98% of production. These fibers are human-made through chemical synthesis, where small molecules called monomers undergo polymerization to form long chains known as polymers. In the case of polyester, these chains are linked by ester bonds, giving the material its strength and versatility. The raw materials used in this process are primarily petrochemicals, derived from petroleum, the same base compounds used in plastics. Their high molecular weight, chemical stability, and hydrophobic nature allow them to resist degradation.
Each time these synthetic textiles are washed, friction causes its structure to weaken, allowing very tiny plastic fibers to detach from the material. These microfibers flow into household wastewater, and because many filtration systems cannot fully trap such tiny particles, they pass through treatment plants and enter rivers, lakes, and oceans. As these microfibers contain long-chain synthetic polymers with strong covalent bonds, they are highly stable and resistant to natural degradation. They are not easily broken down by microorganisms, sunlight, or ordinary environmental conditions. This allows them to persist in the environment for long periods of time. As these microplastics remain in the environment, they can accumulate in aquatic ecosystems and become harmful pollutants for bodies of water. Over time, these particles become more dangerous, carrying toxic substances that may enter the bodies of aquatic organisms, which move through the food chain, affecting larger predators and eventually disrupting the balance of entire ecosystems. Beyond microplastics, fast fashion also contributes to water pollution through the chemicals used in textile dyeing, finishing, and treatment processes. Wastewater from factories may change the pH of aquatic environments, reducing water quality and affecting their biological processes. The environmental damage of fast fashion does not stop in water, it also rises into the air. Throughout textile manufacturing, large amounts of air pollutants such as volatile organic compounds or VOCs are released during fiber production, dyeing, finishing, and treatment, which easily evaporates into the atmosphere. As this accumulates in large amounts, VOCs may alter air toxicity and irritate the respiratory system of humans and animals. Fast fashion also has a major carbon footprint. The production, operation, transportation, and mass manufacturing all require significant amount of energy from fuel. This emits large amount of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, contributing to the greenhouse effect and accelerating climate change.
Another major issue brought by fast fashion is the overwhelming volume of textile waste driven by overproduction and overconsumption. Because fashion trends change rapidly, large quantities of unsold clothing are often discarded by retailers, while consumers also dispose of garments at a much faster rate than before. This results in millions of tons of textile waste being sent to landfills each year, placing significant pressure on already strained waste management systems. Beyond sheer volume, discarded textiles can chemically impact soil systems through the release of chemicals embedded in fabrics. As was mentioned, synthetic fibers such as polyester is a widely used material in clothing production. These materials, however, do not biodegrade easily and can persist in soil for decades. And when they do, they release the microplastics, dyes, and other substances that make up this clothing, reducing soil quality and potentially harming living organisms, forever disrupting the ecosystem. A striking real-world example of this impact is observed in the Atacama Desert in Chile, where vast mountains of discarded clothing from global supply chains are accumulated. Many of these garments are either unsold inventory or second-hand exports that could not be resolved, and with limited infrastructure to manage textile waste, the desert has effectively become an informal dumping ground, highlighting the global imbalance between clothing production and actual consumption. The situation in the Atacama Desert underscores how fast fashion shifts the burden of waste to regions with fewer resources, exposing the environmental and social inequities embedded in the industry's linear produce, consume, discard model, and thus reinforcing the need for more responsible manufacturing and consumption patterns.
But how can we mitigate all the harmful effects of fast fashion? It starts within ourselves. Solutions to fast fashion focus on transitioning to a circular economy through conscious consumption and sustainable practices. We must buy less and choose well. Prioritize purchasing fewer, higher quality items that last longer, reducing the need for constant replacement. However, we must not forget that to stop the dangers of fast fashion, systemic solutions are needed within the industry. We must advocate for circular economy models where brands implement take-back schemes, recycling programs, and clothing-as-a-service models. Other solutions include sustainable materials and production, ethical manufacturing, and legislative changes that strengthen laws to hold retailers accountable for waste and environmental impact. The problem with fast fashion is really rooted within its industry. Giant companies must produce clothing in order to sell and gain more profit with little to no effort, putting aside the negative effects to our environment. We, as consumers, don't really get to notice it, since we benefit from it. But it is time we start to.